claiming the crown in their game against Logan County. It's the Wildcats' turn as the Cougars and Cats do battle one more time. No spot in the region tournament on the line. Both teams have punched their tickets already, but the Wildcats looking to make it back-to-back years that they've won this district and back-to-back years that they've done it with wins over the Cougars of Logan County. I'm Tyler Eaton. So happy to have you with us, whether you're tuning in on 92.3 FM, 92.3 WFKN.com, the WFKN app, or watching along on Franklin-Simpson Channel 9. Big thank you to Brian Talley for stepping in and filling in last night as the Lady Cats picked up a win in their championship game against Logan County. We found out this morning that the Lady Cats will open the girls region tournament on Monday at 6:30 inside Diddle Arena at WKU, taking on the runners-up out of the 14th district in Greenwood. Like I said, both of these boys teams already headed to that region tournament, but still a lot on the line in terms of working towards those matchups. If you're not familiar, the winner of each district will face off against a runner-up of another district. And when you look at the at least projected district winners across the board, you most certainly want to be in that group to set yourself up and as favorable as a position as possible to try and advance to the quarterfinals of the region tournament. This will be the 12th time in 14 years under head coach Dee Spencer that the Wildcats have advanced to Diddle Arena. They made it to this championship game with a gutsy 53-50 win over Russellville after squandering a 10-point lead at the end of the third quarter. The Panthers would take the lead in the fourth quarter of that game. The Wildcats would surge back. They got 5 points in the fourth quarter from Xavier Hampton, and then a key charge drawn by Cole Scherer, our Pelican Snowballs of Franklin player of the game, with 2.2 seconds on the clock. One of the most surreal moments that I've seen in a high school broadcast. We were on the side with the Russellville fans, the Franklin-Simpson fans on the opposite side of the court tonight. We're in home territory with the Wildcat faithful around us. But all of the Russellville fans on the whistle that blew thought it was for an and one opportunity on the layup that went in. The Franklin-Simpson fans were all staring at the ref looking for the charge call. So both sides erupted in cheers at the exact same moment, and it took a good 10 to 15 seconds before the Russellville fans finally picked up on the fact that the charge had been called and the Wildcats had put the final nail in the Panthers' coffin. Logan County, they didn't have quite as much trouble to make it this championship game. 85-48. They won their opening game over Todd County Central, shooting 54% from the field as a team. Their star player, Davis Schweitzer, the junior, averaging 22 points per game. That's 30th in the state of Kentucky. Hit 20-plus for the 19th time this season. He scored 28 points, had a double-double with rebounds as well. He's their leading rebounder, standing 6'1" at 8 rebounds per game. Shot 11 for 14 overall from the floor. 3 for 3 from three-point range, and 3 for 3 at the free throw line. He's a great percentage shooter there at 71%, also the top mark on the Cougars. But most notably, he gets there a ton. 7.5 attempts per game for a Logan County team that gets there 17.5 times as a team, and they have well over eclipsed that mark in the two regular season matchups between these two teams. Logan County taking both of those games. The first one, a barn burner, 68-63 in double overtime in the first game of homecoming at Franklin-Simpson. The Wildcats led after every quarter except for the fourth quarter. They led by 4 with 5 seconds left in that first overtime period. And in fact, it wound all the way down to 4.3 on the clock before Logan County's Jackson Titchener not just hit a 3, but was fouled and converted the 4-point play to send it into a second overtime. There was a chance we didn't even get there because there was a technical foul called after the whistle, and Davis Schweitzer, who I just talked about how good of a free throw shooter he is, got 2 free throws that we didn't even know were for the game. We didn't get any explanation from the officials, but he missed both, and it didn't matter, and the Cougars handled their business in that second overtime period as the Wildcats shot just 15 for 28 at the free throw line in that game. I've said it multiple times. If they make one more free throw at the right time, they win. They went just 3 for 7 between the two overtimes, including 2 for 4 in that first one. The second matchup, Logan County winning it on this floor, 65-54. Franklin-Simpson led at halftime once again, 28 to 26, but Logan County outscored the Wildcats 39 to 26 in the second half with an 18 to 10 third quarter to swing that game in their favor. And a lot of it, again, had to do with what they were able to do at the free throw line. They went 3 for 7 at the free throw line in the first half of that game. Again, scoring just 26 points. They go 14 for 19 in the second half and put up 39 to run away from the Wildcats and pick up win number 2 against FS this year. They've taken at least 25 free throws in both games against Franklin-Simpson, 16 for 25 the first time around, 17 for 26 the second. The thing that Franklin-Simpson has been able to do extremely well is defending the 3 against these Cougars. In the first matchup, they shot just 2 for 20. Granted, the second one was the 4-point play to send us into a second overtime. The second matchup here on this floor, not too much better, but better nonetheless. 4 for 14 for a team that on the season is making over 6 per game at a 30% clip. They went 7 for 19 against Todd County Central in their district tournament opening win last night. For Franklin-Simpson's cause, Brody led the Wildcats. Brody McAllister with 18 points in that first matchup on 7 for 12 shooting. He was the only Franklin-Simpson player to shoot at least 50% from the floor. The rest of the team shot a combined 26% in that game. Ja'Kai Partinger scored 15 points, but he was 4 for 18 from the floor. Cole Scherer had 10 points, but it took 11 shots, which is 3 for 11. It was similar in the second matchup. 54 points put up on the board. Cole Scherer and Ja'Kai Partinger led with 12 each. Jameer Brooks had 11. Brody McAllister had 10. But amongst all of those players and every other player that was in the scorebook, only Cole and Brody shot at least 50% from the floor. The rest of the team, 32%, including a 1 for 15 mark as a team from three-point range and 5 for 14 at the free throw line. It was a similar case on Tuesday night against Russellville. Brody McAllister led the Cats with 12 points. He shot 5 for 9 from the floor. Xavier Hampton, who I mentioned with those big 5 fourth quarter points, he shot 2 for 3. Those were the only 2 Wildcats to shoot at least 50%. They shot 35% as a team in that win over the Panthers. On the flip side, Russellville shot an abysmal 26% from the floor. The 50 points they scored are the 4th lowest allowed in a game this season by Franklin-Simpson. The Wildcats now 8-3 on the season when they hold teams under 60 points. They also won the battle on the boards. That's going to be huge tonight. Donovan Dudley had 10 rebounds for his second career double at Franklin-Simpson. 38-36 was the Wildcat edge in terms of rebounds in that game. 30's been a key number. 7-3 on the year when they get at least 30 rebounds, and that's going to be one to watch tonight because the Cougars are 15-1 when they get at least 30 rebounds and just had 43 boards in their win in the opening round against Todd County Central, averaging 31 per game on the season. That is just outside the top 50 in the state. National anthem is on the way, so we're going to step away. When we come back, we'll get you your starting lineups and roll into tip-off from Logan County High School. It's the boys' 13th District Tournament Championship. It's Franklin-Simpson and Logan County, and you can hear it all right here on 92.3 WFKN.
Franklin, we keep things moving. From the work trucks to the family vans, we all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
My favorite thing about working here is getting to serve the community and help people with their electric and their fiber internet.
We're local, so we live and work right here in Franklin, so taking care of our neighbors isn't just business, it's personal. Fiber means faster, more reliable internet for work, school, and entertainment without lag or buffering.
It's more than power and fiber, it's about peace of mind.
We're not just an electric company, we're neighbors.
The Lady Cats champions last night over Logan County. The Wildcats looking to make it a 2-for-2 affair in the championship department. Best way to get to know these teams is to run through the starters for both sides. The Cougars 18-10 overall on the season. They went undefeated in this district in the regular season, a perfect 6-0 mark. 7-0 when you tack in that win against Todd County Central in the opening round. We talked about Davis Schweitzer in our introduction, averaging 22 points per game. That's 30th in the state of Kentucky on the season. He's joined in the backcourt by Jackson Titchener. He is the guy to watch from three-point range. He's made 40 triples this season. He is their most prolific shooter from outside and hit the key triple that turned into a 4-point play to send round number 1 between these two teams into double overtime. Joining them in the backcourt is Joseph McTire, who has shot out of a cannon since the first matchup between these two teams at Franklin-Simpson. Had 16 points in that one. Starting with that game, he's been in double figures 8 of his last 10, averaging now 8 points per game on the season. Had 13 in the second matchup between these two teams as well. In the front court, Jeremiah Washington, a 6'1 senior, averaging 8 points per game. He led the Cougars with 16 points on their win over Franklin-Simpson on this floor. And then rounding out the starting 5, a 6'2 junior, number 55, Malik Ford, averaging 9 points and 5 rebounds per game on the season. He has scored in double figures 12 times. The Cougars, coached by Josh Frick, in his 4th season, 63 up and 60 down. He's 18-12 against this district overall after going 0-7 in his first year. On the other side, the Wildcats under 14th year head coach Dee Spencer for the 12th time playing in this district championship game, looking for win number 6. The starting 5 back to what we had seen for most of the latter part of this season. Jameer Brooks back in there, the 6'4 junior, averaging 9 points and a team high 5 rebounds per game. Had 7 points, 6 rebounds off the bench in the win against Russellville in the first round. The other 4, Unoa. 6'2 senior Ja'Kai Partinger, the leading scorer at 14 points per game on the season. 6' junior Brody McAllister averaging 12 points, 4.6 rebounds. 6'2 senior number 24 Cole Scherer, averaging 11 points, 4 rebounds per game. He's been in double figures in 9 of his last 10 games. And the big guy down low, I think the X factor in this one for Franklin-Simpson, 6'3 sophomore Donovan Dudley, coming off the double-double that we mentioned against Russellville with 10 points and 10 rebounds. Only scored 2 points in the first game against Logan County, 3 in the second. He's been in double figures 4 times all over the last couple of months. Wildcats need him to stay out of foul trouble here tonight. Cats in the base blue uniforms, gray lettering outlined in white. Logan County in the base white with the deep navy numbers and gray speckles down the side. Ja'Kai Partinger will go up against Malik Ford for the tip, as we'll get this one underway, both standing at the LC logo at midcourt. Ball is up, Partinger wins it, and Franklin-Simpson starts out with possession. Wildcats 9-14 now overall on the season. They went 2-4 in this district in the regular season, the 3rd seed in this tournament. But they made it to the championship game for a 2nd straight year. McAllister has it in the left corner, now goes out top to Brooks. Jameer directing traffic. Isolated now on the left wing, goes at Schweitzer. Help comes, cut off on the baseline, wraps it outside to Partinger. Ja'Kai steps back, left wing jumper, short. Scherer skies to get the board. Kick out McAllister for 3. Long, Scherer with another offensive rebound. Tip to Brooks, Jameer's runner, good. We talked in the intro about the rebounds. 2 offensive boards for Cole Scherer, and the Cats lead at 2-0, 50 seconds in. McTire holds it near half court, now gives it up to Ford on the left wing. Schweitzer comes to get it, off a screen, driving left. Lost it on the drive, got it back, layup missed long. Dudley defends, Partinger with a rebound. Ja'Kai rifles it to Brooks. Right corner three. Long. Dudley tips it, but it's pulled down by Titchener. Down low for Logan County. Schweitzer to McTire. Nobody picks him up, but he traveled off the catch on the right wing. McAllister was on him, then sprinted off to go guard his man, and there was a miscommunication. But McTire, the young freshman who has played so well as of late, got a little too excited, and the Cats get it back off the turnover, up 2-0, 6.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Brooks on the left wing. Pardinger wide open in the left corner for three. Off the heel, McAllister tips it out. It goes to Schweitzer. He's got a free break, and he'll drop it in softly with two hands for safety to tie us up at 2. McAllister being pressured in the backcourt by Titchener. Crosses over to break the timeline, has some space, driving right all the way to the rack, misses it around Ford, and Schweitzer gets the rebound. Schweitzer all the way to the rim, lost it on the way up, and it's out of bounds for the Wildcats. Titchener saying he was hit on the wrist. That's a couple of drives where he's done what he does, and he just looks for that contact. Neither time has he gotten it. We don't have a foul so far with 5:50 left in this opening quarter, and a 2-2 tie. Whistle blows as something had fallen on the floor, and the Logan County coach had gone over to grab it off the court. So McAllister will inbound underneath the Logan County basket. Logan County applying full court man-to-man pressure right now. Brody gives it into Brooks, then gets it right back. What an environment. Both stands packed out. Pardinger holds it on the left side all the way to the rack. Finger roll is perfect. First basket for Kai. He's been in double figures in both matchups between these two teams, but inefficient in those two games. 4 for 18 the first time around. And coming off of his second straight single-digit performance Tuesday against Russellville. Jumper is tipped from up top. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cougars. Dudley just got a piece of it, they say, on the J from Ford. Dudley was motioning like he didn't think he did it. But to finish that point, Ja'Kai had been in double figures 20 of the first 21 games this season. He had just 5 against Glasgow and then only 9 against Russellville on 2 for 8 shooting. Schweitzer right corner off the inbound. Pardinger knocks it away. That's where he was so good against Russellville. Ja'Kai gets it back from Brody and floats across and scores with his back to the basket on the left block. 6-2 FS, 4:45 left in the first. Ford right elbow jumper, doesn't get the bounce. Tipped by McTire. Scherer had it and then threw it away to Pardinger on the baseline. They exchange a high five right after. The two key seniors in this rotation for FS, Demetrius Lofton, the only other one we may see off the bench tonight. Right side, Schweitzer gets it off the inbound. Tries a pick and roll with Ford, but again, Pardinger deflects it. Brooks up with it. Jameer stops on the left wing. Gives it to McAllister on the left elbow. Brody driving to the right. Bump and a charge called as he lowered the shoulder into Titchener. So there's our first foul. A charge called against Brody McAllister with 4:27 left to go in the first quarter. And the Wildcats holding on to a 6-2 early lead. Schweitzer drives left, shovels out Ford, top of the key, triple, rattles off, no, but a long rebound goes out to McTire in the corner. He spins against Scherer, stuck on the block, now floats it out to Schweitzer. Fakes a 3, driving against Brooks. Off to McTire on the wing, drives inside, foul called on the floor. Just before he went up with the basket, thought it was going to be an and-one opportunity, but instead it will be a baseline inbound. Basket waved off with the foul called against Brooks with 4:02 left in the quarter. So Zay Hampton will check in for the first time for FS, making his 7th appearance of the season, averaging 5 per game through the first 6. He returned against the Cougars with 8 points. Had a career-high 11 against Todd County Central over that stretch. As we get back underway, he guards Schweitzer deep on the right wing. To McTire up top. Outside Titchener for a triple and hits it over Hampton. Gave him just a tad too much space, and Tichenor connects. Just his second three against the Wildcats this year, but it cuts the Wildcat lead to 1, 6-5. Hampton tries to answer from the left wing. Way long. Rebound batted out. Who did it last touch? They say it's off the Cougars and will stay with Franklin-Simpson. 3:24 left in this first quarter, brought to you by Clark CPA and Advisory Group. Former FS Wildcat Tanner Clark and his team bringing the best in accounting and tax services, as well as payroll and bookkeeping. Tanner invites you to pay him a visit at 927 Brookhaven Road in Franklin, or to call 270-586-9899. Find out more at clarkcpagroup.net. Scherer has it up top, now gives it over to Partinger on the right wing. Jakai steps in, passes at the last moment out of a shot. Scherer misses the open layup, and Brooks knocks the rebound out of bounds, trying to go up and over Tichenor to get it. What a great pass at the last moment by Partinger, but Scherer, not expecting it, rushed the layup a bit and couldn't convert. And then Brooks picks up his second foul immediately off the inbound, pressuring McTire. And against the size and athleticism of Logan County, they need him out there and really can't afford the cheap fouls against a team that already gets to the free throw line so much. No free throws attempted in this one. But he'll come out as Caden Brewer makes his first appearance. Started for Jameer against Russellville. Didn't score in that one, averaging 2.5 points per game. Tichenor right corner to Schweitzer. Now left side, McTire swoops through, drives, barrels into McAllister, and Brody draws his charge back. So McTire will check out. He's got the freshman frustration and has shown that at some times. He's going to grow into a really good ball player. He already is. But with the charge call, he checks out for Elijah Sells, the 5'5 junior. And the Cats turn it over, trying to bring it across. Turnovers have plagued both teams now, with 2:41 left to go in the first. But Franklin-Simpson still leads at 6-5. Right side, Schweitzer triple off the heel, no. Goodlow wraps around, sends it out to Schweitzer for another try from the right corner. This one falls. Schweitzer has 5, and the Cougars lead at 8-6, 2:20 left in the first. McAllister trying to break the pressure. Cats have slowed down significantly. Need a basket from somebody. Hampton driving left side. Beautiful bounce pass from McAllister. And Zay drops it in off the back cut. Left side. Sells being pressured by Hampton. Now leaves it off on the elbow for Ford. Kick out Schweitzer. Another three and another make. Schweitzer's got 8. He's matched the Wildcats by himself. The Cougars lead at 11-8. 1:40 left to go in the opening frame. They make just over 6 threes per game as a team. Schweitzer, a 39% shooter on the season. Partinger to Hampton on the right wing. Now back up top to Kai. To Hampton right side. He'll fire a 3 and hit it. Hampton with 5 each in his last 2 quarters. Had 5 in the fourth against Russellville, 5 in this first quarter, and we're tied up at 11. A 3 in both quarters as well. Now for this season, Ford drops it off down low. Goodlow's shot is blocked, but a foul called. It looked like a clean block from up here. But they get the first one against Caden Brewer. Taking a closer look at it, I didn't see much. Aaron Talley is my replay official here tonight. It would be Brian if he wanted to be. Maybe if he's watching at home, he can text us his call on each and every one. I'd call it a clean block in my book, though. First free throw, though, falls for Damani Goodlow. Now 13 for 22 at the stripe this season. Always a luxury to have your own Gene Steratore sitting right next to you. As Michael Denning comes in, Caden Brewer comes out. Except unlike Gene, we've already had one disagreement with the officials. I think that would be a record. As Denning averaging 2 points per game, team's most efficient player at 56% from the floor, comes in. Goodlow will have another free throw. Rattles off, no, and Dudley has the rebound. But Logan County now leads 12-11. We tick under a minute left to go in the first quarter. Partinger brings it down the right wing. Dudley posting up down low, trying to go to him, but it's stolen away by Ford. It was a bit of an errant pass, and Malik Ford up with it for Logan County. Off to Schweitzer, and he comes into the front court. McTire back in. He'll fire a left wing three. That one's long, but Goodlow's all alone on the right block, and his putback falls. And then Wildcats give it right back to the Cougars, and they score it in. McTire was the one to put the basket down, and just like that, it's 16-11. Turnovers have been a massive problem. Partinger into the front court, 20 seconds to work with. Guarded loosely by Schweitzer, now McTire switches on. Down to 10 seconds. Jakai deep on the left wing, Dudley comes to set a screen. Wraps around, 5 seconds, 4, Partinger steps through, runner blocked, and that will bring the quarter to a close. Contact but no call to bring the frame to an end. 8 points from Davis Schweitzer leads the way for Logan County. They lead the Wildcats 16-11 after one in the boys' 13th district championship game on 92.3 WFKN. We can do a minute.
Well, we're right here. We're in town. If somebody has an issue, we're there either that day or the very next day. So we're able to get to it quick and fix whatever issues anybody has.
Better speeds. I feel like it's a lot more reliable. With other services, you might get interference during like the weather or something, and you might lose service and have to wait for it to dry out again or something like that. But with fiber, you won't ever have that issue just because it is glass, so you can't really, weather's not really going to affect it much unless like a tree tears it down or something. We provide the city and the county, so within city limits, and then most areas that Warren provides electric service to out in the county.
Back with you here at Logan County. The site of the boys and girls 13th district tournament. The boys trying to cap it off with 2 Franklin-Simpson victories, but trailing 16-11 as we get the second quarter underway. 5 points leads the way for the Wildcats. 8 for Davis Schweitzer leads the Cougars. He stands on the right wing, ball up top right now with Elijah Sells. Off to Malik Ford, outside Schweitzer. He's got 2 threes already. This time drives, spins, fires from 10, misses long, and Donovan Dudley has the rebound. Partinger will walk it up for the Cats, gives it over to McAllister. Nice bounce to Jakai. Right corner, Hampton. Can he get another 3? Nope, it's long. Schweitzer fighting for it. Dudley rips it away from him. Schweitzer nearly gets it right back. Dudley spins through, and a charge called. As they say, the contact was absorbed by Ford. Donovan had some issues swinging those elbows. It was not the case that time. I guess got the shoulder a bit low. It's his first foul. 2 on Jameer Brooks as he sits on the bench for the Wildcats with Partinger, Dudley, McAllister, Scherer, and Hampton out there. McTire gets a screen from Ford, tries to give it to him on the pick and roll. Dudley swats it out. It goes to Schweitzer. His left wing 3 is long, and Partinger gets the rebound. Jakai behind the back dribble at the elbow, lost it off his foot, and the Cougars have a 3-on-2 break the other way. McTire keeps it himself, slips around McAllister, missed the layup long, and now the Cats have numbers. Hampton down the right wing, cut off by Schweitzer, pulls it out to the corner, now to McAllister, pulls from 8 on the right side, swish. First basket of the night for McAllister. Right side wide open for 3 is Elijah Sells, and he buries it. His 5th three-pointer of the season. Came in just 4 for 22. and makes it 19-13 Logan County. 6.5 minutes left before halftime. Dudley wide open down low, missed the layup. Got it back, put back, misses short. Rebound batted around and Schweitzer down with it. Floats it up ahead to Ford. McAllister giving chase. Ford slips around, drops it in for two, and Coach Spencer has to take a full timeout. 21-13 now, the Logan County lead. 6:10 left to go before halftime. Wildcats trail it by 8 here on 92.3 WFKN.
My favorite thing about working here is getting to serve the community and help people with their electric and their fiber internet.
We're local, so we live and work right here in Franklin, so taking care of our neighbors isn't just business, it's personal. Fiber means faster, more reliable internet for work, school, and entertainment without lag or buffering.
It's more than power and fiber, it's about peace of mind.
We're not just an electric company, we're neighbors.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust it.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
Pelican Snowballs of Franklin, our sponsor, our players of the game all year long. Cole Scherer, the Wildcat player of the game on Tuesday with 10 points in that one. Scoreless so far as the Cats trail 21-13 with 6 minutes left to go in the second quarter with possession out of a timeout. Scherer comes to get it at the top of the key, sends it over to McAllister left side. Double team comes on the block. He's shoved and falling away from the basket, just throws it up with the right hand and floats it in. Final score coming in as we start to track what happens in these other district championships. Warren Central handling South Warren 70-46 as the Spartans get ready for their first ever region tournament appearance on the boys' side. Again, the winner of this will play another district runner-up. The loser will have to play a different champion. Free throw misses, though, for Brody, and it's 21-15 with 5:45 left to go before halftime. Barron County leading the 15th district championship over Glasgow as it stands. Jeremiah Washington fouled on a drive. He throws it up with the left hand, no good, but will go to the line for 2 free throws of his own. Scoreless so far after leading the Cougars with 16 here on this floor against Franklin-Simpson. Averaging 8 points per game on the year. A 56% shooter at the stripe. Cougars just 1 for 2 so far, but only shot 7 free throws in the first half of that game. Would finish with 26. First free throw misses for Washington. McAllister checks out as that was his second foul. Rough timing as he was just starting to heat up offensively. Washington will try another free throw. This one swishes home. Difference between this matchup and both matchups in the regular season. The Cougars went 2 for 20 from 3, then 4 for 14 from 3. They've already made 4 triples tonight. Partinger left block. His runner goes off glass and down. Kai's got 6. It's 22-17 with 5:15 left to go in the second quarter. McTyer gives it to Ford at the free throw line. Washington wide open off a back cut. Partinger fell asleep, but he wakes up and blocks the shot. Ford tried to fake, and it gave Jakai time to recover. He's got it up top. Dudley sets a screen. Floats it to Donovan at the free throw line. Lost it, gets it back, dumps it off to Brewer on the left block. Missed the layup, but he's fouled by Schweitzer. Cats have left several out there around the rim. That is not a new problem for this team. But the frustration feels new, I know, for Coach Spencer. First free throw rattles off for Caden. Just 9 for 25 at the free throw line this year. As Damani Goodlow, the senior averaging 3.5 points per game, checks back in for the Cougars. And Jeremiah Washington comes out. Right elbow forward. After the second free throw goes for Brewer. The layup misses long, and it's pulled down by Xavier Hampton. Cats trail at 22-18 with 4:35 left to go. Hampton drives. He's bumped. They're going to wave off the shot. It didn't go in, but would have been nice to have the 2 free throws. And instead, it'll be a baseline inbound for the Wildcats. And despite the 2 fouls, Brody McAllister is going to come back in as Brewer will check out. Coach Spencer going to roll the dice. Inbound floated in by Brody to Dudley. He muscles through and gets it to go from 4 feet out. McTyer walks it to the top. It's now 22-20. Cats have cut the Logan County lead to 2. Down low, travel called as Ford had got it in the lane, tried to fire it out to McTyer, but took steps first. With 6:10 left in the quarter, when Franklin-Simpson took that timeout, it was 21-13. All of a sudden, 22-20 with 4:05 left to go before halftime. McAllister crosses up McTyer on the left side, fakes on the block, scores it over Ford, and we're tied at 22. McAllister pulled a Kevin McAllister and made McTyer disappear. 3:59 left to go before halftime. 30-second timeout taken by Logan County, so we'll stay here. 6 points now for McAllister. I mentioned that Barron County-Glasgow game. They're tied up at 61 apiece with 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Wildcats have suffered tight losses to both of those teams this season. Franklin-Simpson has proven time after time they can hang with the best that this region has to offer. Obviously, Warren Central, the top dog on everyone's radar, but the other 7 are going to be in dog fights. Tonight, we've got a cat fight to figure out how they're going to be positioned in those dog fights. And we're back to square one, 22-22 coming out of the timeout. As we get back underway, Schweitzer walks it in to the front court. Cats in a 2-3 zone right now defensively. Ball goes into the right corner. Sells, rifles it over to McTyer. They'll walk it deep on the left wing and they'll reset. Schweitzer fakes a 3. Fires onto the left wing to Goodlow. I don't think they expected this defense change from Franklin-Simpson. Back to Sells on the left side. To Schweitzer into the right corner. McTyer drives around. Dudley floats around. Sharon scores. That young man can do some things that no freshman should be able to do. 24-22, Logan County breaks the spell. It was a 9-1 Franklin-Simpson run. Dudley tries a no-look pass, but it's deflected and stolen away. Forward up ahead, McTyer scores it, and the Cougars have gotten 4 straight, and that's their lead. 26-22 with 2:55 left to go. Hampton spins at half court, kicks it out. Brewer for 3, all the way around and out. And it's rebounded by Sells, who is fouled from behind. That's the 4th foul, or no, the 3rd on the Cats. Both teams now with 3. They get it on Hampton. That's his first. Hooper Stout will check in for the first time tonight for the Wildcats, averaging just about 1.5 points per game on the season. It scored 16 points his last 2 games before going scoreless against Russellville. Those 2, of course, in the absence of Jameer Brooks and Zay Hampton. But he's out there now getting valuable minutes. Logan County ball leading it by 4. Left corner, Washington wide open for 3. Missed it long, but Schweitzer is all alone on the right block for the rebound. And he's got a free putback to go into double figures with 10. 28-22 Logan County. They've responded now with 6 straight. Pardinger trapped on the right sideline. Goes to Dudley at the elbow. Spins to his right. Can't bank it in. But Stout with the offensive rebound to Scherer in the left corner. Hits the tray. Cole's first basket of the night. Had 3 triples on this floor against Todd County Central. 28-25. McTyer takes steps hopping through the lane. And the Cats get it back with 1:50 left to go before halftime. Stout will come right back out as McAllister checks back in. Dudley out. Zay Hampton takes his spot. Hampton walks to the top of the key. Gives it off to Brewer, now to McAllister up top. Right side, Brewer drives, leaves it on the baseline. Scherer slashes through and floats around the contest of Schweitzer. Cole quickly with 5, and it's a 1-point game. 28-27. Washington left block, shot block, but the whistle blows. Brewer cannot believe it. It's his second foul, and 2 free throws on the way for Jeremiah Washington. It's a couple of blocks the Cats thought they had clean. Washington split a pair of free throws earlier. He misses the first of these 2 with 1:19 left to go in the first half. 28-27. Logan County leading Franklin-Simpson. The Wildcats led at the half in both regular season matchups between these two teams. The Cougars would go on to win both. And despite the dominant 6-0 run in district play, we knew this one would be another dandy. Second free throw is good for Washington, so he splits both. McAllister was shoved, going for the rebound. Not sure if they called a foul. The official blew a whistle to separate some guys. Not going to dwell on this for too long, but if you watched it, if you tuned in, you know that second game here on this floor was waved off with 20 seconds left. So I know an emphasis for both teams to keep those emotions in check tonight. Scherer to Partinger, and he wasn't across half court yet. Nearly got across, but the back foot was still in the back court, so the Cats give it back with 1:12 on the clock. Trailing 29-27. Dudley will come back in. McAllister out with those 2 fouls. And that Glasgow-Barron County game officially has gone to overtime at 61 apiece. As Washington inbounds to Schweitzer and we get back underway. 29-27 Logan County as we tick towards a minute left to go in the opening half in the boys' 13th district championship game. McTire on the left wing, sends it into the corner, now on the block. Kicked back out to McTire, right side Sells. 4 inside, outside, Sells for 3, whistle blows, and 3 seconds in the key called. Washington was just camped down there, and they get him for it. McAllister will come back in for Brewer. Cats can tie or take the lead with 49 seconds to use in this second quarter, trailing 29-27. 2 threes so far for FS, 4 for Logan County. Thankfully, none over the last about 6.5 minutes. Hampton gets it from Partinger, now to McAllister, and Jakai on the left wing gets it across half court. Walks to the LC logo at midcourt. Gets a screen from Dudley on his right. Steps behind it. Double team comes. Tries to bounce it, and it's stolen by Ford, but Jakai deflects his pass, and Hampton is up with it. Under 30 seconds left to go. McAllister holds at half court. He'll give it to Partinger. Well, he'll try to give it to Jakai, who is being sealed off right now by Goodlow, and Brody's going to have to keep it. Drives right, nice behind the back dribble to release, but holds on to it. Second time he shook McIntyre. This time beats him on a crossover all the way to the rim. He was fouled from behind. They didn't call it. Doesn't matter because Dudley's got the rebound. He's fouled on the putback try and will go to the line for 2. I don't know, of all the fouls that have been called, how they missed Brody getting hit on that layup try. But it'll be 2 free throws for Donovan Dudley. Just 2 points tonight. 10 for 20 at the line this season with 6 seconds left in this first half, trailing by 2. First line drive free throw is long. Silas Bernier will check in for the first time for the Cougars. He was the unheralded hero in the first game between these two teams. Came into the second quarter, every Logan County forward was in foul trouble. He had scored 5 points all year in 4 appearances coming into that game, scored 6 in the second quarter alone, and has really taken off since, now averaging 2 points per game on the season. Dudley will try another free throw. It's good. If it wasn't, I don't know if they would have called the lane violation against Schweitzer, who stepped in the lane as Dudley moved his arms up. But regardless, Franklin-Simpson cuts the deficit to 1, but the Cougars will have 6 seconds to work with. Inbounding is Braden Little in for the first time. Goes to McTire at half court. And he's fouled, or did he step on the sideline? He stepped on the sideline! With 5.1 on the clock, which started a little late and is in favor of the Cats. I don't know how they got 2 passes and a couple steps off in a matter of 9/10 of a second, but we will take it. Cats ball lead or trailing 29-28. Pardinger wraps to get it in the backcourt. Sprints across, 4-3, spins off. He has Brody in the left corner, fires the 3. Doesn't get the bounce at the horn, and that will bring the opening half to a close. Cats outscore Logan County 28-13 in the second quarter, but had a 5-point deficit after 1. Add it all up, it's another tight one between these two teams. Who would have guessed it? Well, anybody that caught the first 2. 29-28, Logan County leads it at the half. When we come back, we'll get you all the numbers from this opening half and piece together what it's going to take for Franklin-Simpson to come out of tonight as 13th district champions. 29-28, Wildcats lead it at the break here on 92.3 WFKN.
By Grease Monkey of Franklin, as well as Franklin EPB Fiber.
In Franklin, we keep things moving, from the work trucks to the family vans. We all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
Well, we're right here. We're in town. If somebody has an issue, we're there either that day or the very next day. So we're able to get to it quick and fix whatever issues anybody has.
Better speeds. I feel like it's a lot more reliable. With other services, you might get interference during like the weather or something, and you might lose service and have to wait for it to dry out again or something like that. But with fiber, you won't ever have that issue just because it is glass, so you can't really, weather's not really going to affect it much unless like a tree tears it down or something. We provide the city and the county, so within city limits, and then most areas that Warren provides electric service to out in the county.
When the Wildcats hit the field, the best seat in the house isn't the stadium. Rack House Restaurant and Bar is your official Franklin-Simpson watch party headquarters. Every game, all season long. Bring your crew and grab your favorites from our made-from-scratch menu and catch every touchdown, basket, home run on multiple screens. Rack House Restaurant and Bar in Franklin, Kentucky, where Wildcat Nation gathers. See you at the game, right here.
Accidents happen in a split second, but the repair doesn't have to be a headache. At Eaton Collision in Franklin, we bring your car back to life with expert repairs and a flawless finish. We'll work directly with your insurance company to make the process quick, easy, and hassle-free for you. From dents to major damage, trust Eaton Collision to get you back on the road fast.
Ready to see the world without the stress of planning? At Picture This Travel, we specialize in creating unforgettable travel experiences, tailored just for you. And now we're excited to launch Franklin-Simpson Alumni Travel. Imagine exploring incredible destinations across the globe, side by side with fellow FSHS graduates. Travel together, make new memories, and celebrate the Wildcat spirit worldwide. For more information, follow me, Julie Walters, with Picture This.
Back with you here at Logan County High School. We're at the break. 29-28 is the Logan County lead over your Wildcats of Franklin-Simpson in the boys' 13th District Championship game. I'm Tyler Eaton. So happy to have you along with us here on 92.3 FM, 92.3 WFKN.com, the WFKN app, and live streaming on the Franklin-Simpson Channel 9 YouTube page. Taking a look at the numbers from this opening half. First for the Cougars of Logan County, led on the season by 6'1" junior Davis Schweitzer in scoring, putting up 22 points per game. He's got 10 to lead the way for the Cougars in this opening half. 6 from Joseph McTire, who is on his way to being in double figures for the 9th time in 11 games. The first of those 11, a 16-point outburst in the first matchup between these two teams. 5 points for Elijah Sells, only averaging 1.5 per game on the season. Hit just his 5th three all year. In the second quarter of this game, 3 points for Jackson Titchener, hit his 43rd three-pointer of the year in the first quarter. 2 points apiece for Malik Ford and Jeremiah Washington, and 1 for Damani Goodlow. The good news for Franklin-Simpson, the Cougars just 3 for 6 from the free throw line so far. The bad news, in the last matchup between these two teams on this floor, they were 3 for 7 in the first half, then went 14 for 19 in the second. The Wildcats not much better than the stripe, 2 for 5. The good news on the Logan County side, they've made 4 three-pointers already after that was the highest total they had made between the two games here on this floor, going 4 for 14 in the latest matchup. 6 points leads the way for the Wildcats, each from Ja'Kai Partinger and Brody McAllister. It's been a balanced effort with 7 players already having scored, 5 from Xavier Hampton and Cole Scherer, 3 from Donovan Dudley, 2 from Jameer Brooks, and 1 from Caden Brewer rounds out the scoring. Brody, Cole, and Ja'Kai have all been in double figures in both matchups against the Cougars this year. They're all on pace to do so once again here tonight. But the Cats trail it 29-28 here at Logan County High School. And while we have a moment, I've got one Aaron Talley with me.
Yes.
And there's a little noise with us because the band they put us in a spot to where we can hear the band really, really well.
That's right. I asked Tyler if I could say something, but I didn't tell him what I wanted to say.
He did not at all.
But he relinquished about 30 seconds.
That lets you know what I think of Aaron.
Yeah.
That I didn't even need to know what was going to come out of his mouth.
I got a comment today. This isn't what I was going to say, but someone told me, they said, I love whenever Tyler just picks at you and makes fun of you the whole time. And I said, well, hopefully it's all in fun. But in all seriousness, I just wanted to say, something, not to like any form of shame or anything, but I got the document from Dad today about the region tournament, and we just don't get to go to those games for free. And for Channel 9 at least, well, I think it's $250 per game that we pay to broadcast, and I think it's something similar for the radio station. So I just wanted to say thank you to both WFKN and Franklin-Simpson Channel 9 sponsors that help us stay on the air and do things like that. I had someone today said, well, who pays that fee for you all to broadcast? And I said, my account at central office with Franklin-Simpson Channel 9. And whenever you have a successful season, you're excited and happy for your school team. But last year when our girls played 3 region games and then our boys played 1, that's a lot of money. And so I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who sponsors on Channel 9 and WFKN, and these games aren't free for you and Kendra and myself and everybody to get them on the air. And so that's all I wanted to say. Just thank you to everyone who watches and listens on whatever platform they use. And thank you for your support over the years and as we keep going this year.
Well, you mentioned the Lady Cats. Last year, that state tournament run, our radio coverage was only possible because of the help of our sponsors. That's what makes every little part of this happen, and it's such a special opportunity because it's not that you're not just sponsoring a radio broadcast. All of it is so intertwined with the school, and that's both of us, we grew up listening to these broadcasts, and then eventually obviously getting to watch them as well. But there's really no disconnect between the broadcast and Franklin-Simpson High School, and it's rare. And I've said this many times on these broadcasts. There are not many schools that have what Franklin-Simpson have, and like you said, it's not a point of shame in the slightest. It's a point of pride because it's a special thing that we have here. And there are certain things that it takes to keep that thing going. And thankfully, we've got some really good members of this community who have paid it forward to make sure that it can continue.
I joked with someone today. I said, I think I need to find me a region tournament sponsor. and then I got to thinking, hey, it's political season. Maybe one of these.
If anybody running is listening, I mean, I don't know if he could say it any clearer.
I don't know if we would be, I don't know the legality of that.
If anyone who is not running for political office is listening, Aaron Talley is interested.
Anyway, it was just a funny thought, but that's all I wanted to say is thank you. And thank you to Tyler and Dad, Cody, everybody who's helped us broadcast these games this year.
I want you to know, as soon as he got done saying that, Aaron muted his own mic. So I didn't tell him that he was done. He turned that thing down. And I've said it on these broadcasts as well. So much appreciation for Aaron and the work that he puts in. I mean, there are so many people in broadcasting, and people ask me about this business all the time and what it looks like and what it's really like to be in it. And we're in a unique position as two younger people with younger families, wives. I'm now in it with a daughter at home. Aaron's been doing this with multiple kids at home, and that's not easy. It's not easy, and it takes a lot of sacrifice across the boards for families. I know we're both extremely appreciative for the support systems we have at home. Aaron with Jordan back there holding things down, myself with Cassie holding everything down at the house. It is not a one-person operation. It's not a two-person operation. It takes a lot to make these things happen, but so thankful for all of the pieces that come together that make these broadcasts what they are, including Kendra Holt back at the station that I always say puts us on the air, keeps us on the air, makes us sound good along the way. As we're ready to get this second half underway from Logan County High School, Franklin-Simpson trailing 29-28 against the Logan County Cougars. Hopefully an omen, or hopefully not an omen for what's to come. In the 15th District Championship, they're in 2 overtimes now, tied at 65 between Barron and Glasgow. These two teams have seen 2 overtimes before. Cole Scherer misses a left corner 3, and here comes McTire sprinting the other way. Euros around Brooks, missed his layup long, but Titchener, the smallest player on the floor, comes out of the pile with it. Off to Ford, he loses it on a drive. McAllister the other way, behind the back to Brooks. He's fouled from behind. 2 free throws on the way for Jameer, a little Showtime Brody, and the Cats can take the lead at the line. Jameer, a 60% free throw shooter on the season. These should be worth double because of the pass as he misses the first of the 2 free throws. Ian Brody, the 2 juniors, this team will look to going into next year and looking to go into next year's back-to-back district champs. Jameer makes the second free throw. We're tied up at 29. Scherer, Dudley, Partinger, the other Wildcats on the floor. Schweitzer, McTire, Ford, Titchener, and Washington, the starting 5 out there for the Cougars. Averaging 65 points per game. Cats averaging 58. They're halfway to that mark. Schweitzer left elbow, his pass deflected. It'll go out of bounds in the far corner with 7:16 in this third quarter. Wildcats' main objective here in the second half has to be finding a way to get to the line. They're 7-3 this year when they make at least 10 free throws, 2 for 11. Under that mark, they're just 2 for 5 so far. They went 11 for 19 against Russellville on Tuesday. Schweitzer holds it up top, gets Dudley switched on to him, drives left, gets around Donovan. The help doesn't come quick enough, and Schweitzer's up to 12. It's 31-29 Logan County with 6:55 left to go in the third. Cannot let Donovan get stuck on that island with a pick and roll action up top from the Cougars. Left side, Brooks. Dudley will come to set him a screen. Now outside, Partinger. McTire hounding him. Jakai, 6 points so far, leads the Cats at 14 per game. Takes a contested jumper on the right side. Pushed long. Here comes Titchener. He'll hold it up on the wing now. Pitch to McTire. Into the corner. Tries to get around Brooks. Lost it on the dribble. He's pointing at Brooks' foot. It's out of bounds. They say off McTire. And Wildcat basketball trailing it by 2. McAllister to inbound from the sideline, bounces it to Brooks and gets it right back. I think they figured out an effective strategy for Brody being able to bring it up the floor is to have him inbound it, then get it right back. He gets a screen from Partinger, kicks it out to Scher. Drives against Washington, now goes down low to Dudley. Dudley over the shoulder, can't finish with a left hand. He's had a couple of good looks tonight, hasn't been able to convert. Here comes Schweitzer. McAllister guarding him on the left wing, hesitation dribble, crosses over, lost it, and Scherer has it. Up ahead to McAllister, 3-on-2 for FS. Brody pulls it out into the corner, well defended by Ford. Outside to Scherer, now to Partinger. Right elbow steps into a jumper, missed long, rebound fought for, and a late foul called. Are they going to get it on Dudley going forward against Ford? They are. That's the second on Donovan. First foul on the Wildcats with 5:49 left to go in this third quarter, trailing at 31-29. McTyer will be the one to walk it into the front court as Brooks waits for him at half court. Left side Ford fakes the handoff back to McTyer. Now it goes into the right corner to McTyer off the pass from Titchener. Cut off by McAllister. Waves everybody off. Now sends it over to Schweitzer. He's wide open on the left wing for three. Missed it. Rebounded by Partinger. Good job by Dudley to come out and contest that. Over to Brooks on the left wing. Jameer guarded by Titchener. We've only had 3 points so far in the second half total. Brooks trying to change that inside. His runner misses from the right block. Had a clean look, but was stuck awkwardly going up with the left hand and missed it. Titchener bounces it to Ford. Flips it out at the last moment. Washington, his left-handed runner short. Rebound batted around. Dudley pulls it down. Swung the elbows. Fortunate that Washington accidentally ducked under it. And here comes Partinger. Posting up against McTyer, releases to the wing. Thought about a triple, and instead gives it to Dudley on the left elbow. Shovels it back to Partinger, and Coach Spencer takes a timeout. With 4:47 left to go in this third quarter, it's just a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. This is the fourth district championship meeting between these two teams under Coach Spencer. He lost the first two before winning last year's title game at Franklin-Simpson High School. Wildcats 76-34 against district teams overall. Under Coach Spencer, picked up win number 200 for his career earlier this month against Todd County Central. 201 against Warren East, then 202 against Russellville to advance to this championship game. Number the Wildcats have to hit to compete is 50. They've scored at least 50 in all 9 of their wins this year. They're 0-4 this season, scoring under 55 and 24 the last 5 seasons. Right now, just 29 on the board and only 1 in the second half. A free throw from Jameer Brooks. As McAllister inbounds on the baseline, just lobs it up to Brooks, and Schweitzer takes it away at half court. His left block layup misses long, but nobody got back for the Cats, and Titchener had a free putback. Schweitzer missed, but nobody came to help Jameer, and it's 33-29. 4.5 minutes left to go in the third. Partinger in the right corner, gets away from McTyer. Help comes from Washington. His right side jumper misses long, and then Schweitzer is fouled off the rebound. It's on Dudley, and it's his third. 4:23 left to go in this third quarter. Dudley has to check out. Xavier Hampton back in. Left side, McTyer. Off the dribble, stops the free throw line, spins to his left against Scherer. Missed the contested layup, but Ford tips it out to Washington. He barrels through Hampton. What's the call? Do they get a charge or a block? They get the charge. The officials looked at each other, waiting for one to make the decision. Zay stood in, took the contact, and the charge is called against the driving Washington. That's his second foul. As Cole Scherer checks out, Caden Breward comes in. He's got 2 fouls for the Wildcats. Damani Goodlow comes in for Logan County as Washington checks out after the charge. McAllister brings it into the front court. 2 defenders around him on the left side. Lost it, couldn't collect it on a diving effort. Here comes Schweitzer, driving into the rim. Gets the layup to go over Hampton. Schweitzer now has 4 in the quarter. 14 for the game. The Cats still looking for their first field goal, trailing at 35-29. 3:40 left to go in the third. Left corner, Brewer drives against Ford, fakes, tries to go back to his left, leaves it for a cutting Partinger. Perfect find from Brewer, and there's the first field goal as Partinger now has a team-high 8. It's 35-31. Schweitzer splits a double at half court, now wraps out to the right corner. Drives in, kicks left side. Titchener all alone for 3. Short, and it's chased down by Brooks, and he's fouled by Titchener there in the corner. Was a wide open look for Titchener. It was a great play by Schweitzer, who caught that on the right wing, looked up and saw Titchener, and then decided to drive to force the defense to collapse even more. But not only could Titchener not connect, he commits his 3rd foul and has to check out as Elijah Sells come back in. He's only averaging 1.5 points per game, but 5 in this one in the first half. As McAllister gets it and brings it into the front court right down the middle of the floor. Crosses over against Sells, now gives it out to Brooks. Fakes the 3 at the top of the key. Now clears back outside. Jameer puts it on the floor against Schweitzer. Aggressive drive. Finger roll misses, but fouled midair. And Jameer Brooks, who split a pair of free throws to start this quarter, will have 2 more, trailing at 35-31. With 2:54 left to go in this third quarter. Jameer, a 60% free throw shooter on this season. Wildcats just 3 for 7 at the line tonight. Missed 13 free throws in the first matchup between these two teams. 15 for 28 in a game that went into double overtime. Jameer rattles home the first. He'll fire up a second, and it doesn't get the bounce, but Hampton comes through to get it. His putback short, fighting for it back. Zay's got it back. Another try long. Brooks midair misses, tips it to Partinger. His tip no good, off the rim again. 4th time, 5th time, 6th time. One of them's the charm. 35-34. Aaron Talley, I'm not going to 7. Don't you dare. Ja'Kai Partinger picks off a pass just for that. Kicks it off to Hampton in the corner. Wraps through to Brooks left block. Jameer fouled, and he'll go to the line with a chance to take the lead, trailing 35-34. Partinger now with 10 points after the tip. 2:28 left to go in the third quarter. That is a sequence that you do not see from Franklin-Simpson 10 games ago. The hustle that has emerged from this team and the urgency on the boards necessary tonight. 2:28 left to go in the third quarter. Jameer Brooks stands at the free throw line to take 2, trailing at 35-34, but we'll get there after a timeout from Logan County. Back right after this on 92.3 WFKN.
So as far as preventative maintenance, to keep outages at a minimum, one thing that we do is pole inspections. So we'll drive across the system, we'll dig out around the bottoms of the pole, see if there's anything rotten. We'll check the pole's integrity in general. So as you can see now, we're changing out some wire on some poles that we have recently changed out. As they age, they start to crack or rot at the bottom, so we try to stay ahead of those types of outages. Probably the neatest part of working here. So working in the community that I live in and grew up in, there's a lot of satisfaction that comes from that. You know, if there is an outage, there's a good chance that you're restoring power, maybe to a family member, a friend, your preacher, something like that. So just being able to help and serve the people that you know, that's a good feeling.
$35-29 was the Logan County lead. The Wildcats have responded with 5 straight, and Jameer Brooks stands at the line for potentially 2 more. He's 2 for 4 at this free throw line in the third quarter. Cats trailing at 35-34 with 2:28 left to go in the third. We do finally have a final from that 15th District Championship game as Jameer makes the first of these 2 to tie us at 35. In double overtime, Glasgow wins 75-67 over Barron County. So Glasgow and Warren Central are winners so far Barron County and South Warren, the runners-up. Jameer splits another pair. Second one misses long, and we're still tied at 35. Logan County with it with 2:20 left to go in the third quarter. Sells stuck at half court, gives it to Goodlow. Up ahead to Ford, stops on the block, kicks it back out to Goodlow. Wildcats recovered extremely well defensively. Here comes Schweitzer inside, blocked by Brooks. That is a bad call. Jameer went up and met him on a floater and nearly palmed the ball. Gene has said it was a clean block, but it's going to be 2 free throws for Davis Schweitzer. His first 2 of the night, taking 7.5 per game, and the first one misses long. Other championship game right now, Clinton County, Monroe County. Clinton leading 31-19. That's at least the score we had from halftime about 20 minutes ago. Clinton obviously the favorites there. Second free throw from Schweitzer, swishes home, so clearly it was half a foul. And the Wildcats trail it by 1, 36-35. 2:08 left to go in the third as McAllister comes to get it, and he'll bring it up against Schweitzer. Scoreless in the second half, 6 points in the first. Scherer left side, pulls up now from the right elbow, missed it off the dribble. Brewer couldn't control the rebound, and Ford is down with it for Logan County. Coach Frick signals to slow down Davis Schweitzer, and he'll walk it into the front court. He's got 5 of their 7 in the third quarter. Both teams have put up 7, and we've got the 1-point margin we had at the half. Left side, Schweitzer. McAllister guarding him in this zone for Franklin-Simpson. Left baseline, Goodlow to 4, now outside Schweitzer. Splits through 2 defenders. At the rim, goes right into Breward and scores through. Schweitzer taking this game over for Logan County. He's now got 17. It's 38-35 Cougars. McAllister, right wing, trapped, gives it to Portinger. Alone for a 3. Off the front side of the rim. Ford sealing off Scherer, and Cole commits a foul trying to fight around it with 1:11 left to go in the quarter. McTire will check back in for the Cougars. Goodlow comes out. Cats set up a 2-2-1 full court pressure here. Washington will inbound underneath the Logan County basket. Goes to Schweitzer, who floats it over to McTire. He crosses into the front court. He carried, no call. Stops underneath and scores over Scherer. The Cougars have responded and now lead 40-35. McAllister tries to leave it for Scherer, deflected out with 55 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Both teams in the bonus. Any foul will be free throws. McAllister to inbound underneath the FS basket. Immediately triggers it into Portinger. Goes right into the body of Sells. Misses the first try and tips it in. Second tip into the quarter for Portinger. He's got 6 in the frame. And it's 40-37. 40 seconds left to go in the third. Here comes Schweitzer again. Goes right into Breward again. No call either way. Tipped out by McTire. Had a chance with Ford in the corner, but he couldn't control it. And the Cats get it back with 35 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Great job by Caden Brewer to play that straight up defensively. McAllister will inbound. Comes into Brooks. And right back to Brody with 30 seconds left. Floats it over to Hampton on the left wing. Puts it on the floor. Cut off on the baseline. Now wraps it outside to Jameer. Guarded by Washington. Scherer comes to get it on the right wing. Hands it off to Cole. To Portinger right side. Into the corner. McAllister drives baseline. Fakes underneath. Missed the layup short. Tip is short. Got it back. Threw it to Hampton falling down. And Zay's bucket goes in. What a play by Brody to pass that off while he was tripping. Then Hampton collides with Schweitzer at midcourt going for a loose ball. And that will send Davis Schweitzer to the line for 2 with 5.8 seconds left in this third quarter. Cats had cut it to 1, but Schweitzer will have a pair of free throws. Just split his first pair. Logan County 4 for 8 for the game as a team. And the free throw misses long. Brewer comes in, McAllister out. Vernier checks back in for Logan County. Ford will get a breather. Schweitzer 1 for 3 at the line in this quarter. He's their best shooter at 71% on the year. Second free throw, rattles off. No, Hampton with a rebound. Cats have 5 seconds. Hampton brings it up with a left-handed dribble. 2 seconds. 1, Zay all the way to the rim. Lost it on the way up. Did they get a foul? They did. They blew the whistle. We've got a foul, and Zay Hampton will have 2 free throws with the clock at 0. The band is playing, and the Logan County cheerleaders ran out. The Franklin-Simpson cheerleaders quick to get off the court for their cause. And they're going to have to send everybody off. Kudos to Coach Adler for jumping out there to wave the Logan County cheerleaders off, their AD and football coach. Before we get there, Zay Hampton's got 2 free throws with the clock sitting at 0. First one's perfect, and we're tied up at 40. Second rattles off, and how appropriate that this game will go into the final quarter as though we have not played a single second. 40-40 with 8 minutes left to go. Who will break through and come out as 13th District Tournament champions? We'll find out together after this on 92.3 WFKN.
Get ready for high-flying choreography, powerful music, and a story that hits like an action movie on stage. Newsies takes you to 1899 New York City and brings to life the true story of the Newsboys strike. Follow Jack Kelly and a fearless group of young newsboys as they stand up to powerful newspaper tycoons and fight for what's right. With explosive dance numbers, unforgettable songs like Seize the Day, and a story full of grit, humor, and heart, this is more than just a musical, it's an experience. You'll laugh, you'll cheer, and you might even leave inspired. Don't miss your chance to see the energy, the passion, and the power of Newsies live at Franklin-Simpson High School Performing Arts Center, March 20th through 22nd. Purchase your tickets at fshsmusical.ludus.com. Seize the day and get your tickets now.
Professional near you at GermanAmerican.com. German American Bank. Member FDIC.
'40s across the board as we get back underway for the fourth quarter here at Logan County High School. Appreciate everybody joining us for this one on the radio side on Channel 9. Got a lot of special people listening. One of them special to me, birthday coming up in a few days. Miss Krista James, happy birthday. Hope you enjoy it. As we get back underway, Wildcats defending against these Cougars. Davis Schweitzer has it up top. His pass deflected and stolen away by Ja'Kai Partinger to Zay Hampton. Right-handed scoop layup misses long. He was about to take steps and tried to force it as he was falling down. And McTire brings it up for the Cougars. It was Zay that made the free throw at the end of the last quarter to make this a 40-40 ball game. He's got 8. Ja'Kai Partinger leads the way for the Cats with 12. Schweitzer, the only player for Logan County in double figures with 17. Washington drives baseline to Schweitzer on the right side. Cross-court McTire fakes the pass left. Now resets deep on the left wing, guarded by Partinger. To Schweitzer, back to McTire. Now it goes inside Ford. He'll fire from 10 feet and hit it. Second basket for Malik Ford. Make it 42-40 Logan County in front with 6:50 left to go. Partinger to Scherer on the left wing. To Breward. Jabs, drives. Titchener, they call a charge. He was sliding all the way through. That's what Titchener does. He'll sell it to get those charge calls, and that time he gets it against Breward. That's his third foul with 6:39 left to go in this one. Brody McAllister and Donovan Dudley will check back in. Hampton and Breward out. Logan County with the ball, leading it by 2. 6:39 left to go in the fourth quarter. Clinton County leading 42-35 into the third quarter. Off a drive, McTire scoops through and scores with the right hand. Logan County now leading 44-40 with 6:20 left to go. Right side, Partinger leaves it for McAllister at the last moment. His right block layup good after the hesitation. First basket of the second half for McAllister. He's now got 8. Ford thought about a right elbow jumper. Now they'll reset deep on the left wing with Schweitzer. Left side, McTire. He'll dribble it out Cougars content to take their time, leading at 44-42. A couple of years, won't quite be able to use this strategy with the shot clock implemented. Left corner it goes to Washington, back to McTire, and the Cougars are content to hold it. And if you wanted an exhibit for why they're going to introduce the shot clock, welcome to Logan County High School. Schweitzer back to McTire. They're just bouncing it back and forth. And now Schweitzer comes to get it on the left wing. They've got two screens set up at the top. Schweitzer spins away from both, slides through and scores around McAllister. With 5:13 left to go, Schweitzer now with 19 points, 46-42. Cougars take a 30-second timeout. We'll stay here. Logan County averaging 70 points per game in their wins. The lowest they've scored in a win, 50 in their second one against Russellville, 56 points per game in their losses. It hasn't been a high-scoring affair, but the Cougars have done just enough, and the Wildcats have missed some opportunities down around the basket and trail 46-42. But what a job they've done to keep this thing tight and give themselves a chance down the stretch. They'll have possession out of the timeout with McAllister, Brooks, Pardinger, Scherer, and Donovan Dudley out there. Logan County with McTire, Washington, Ford, Titchener, and Schweitzer. They're starting five. Pardinger goes over to Brooks on the left wing. Fakes it to McAllister and up top to Pardinger. Jakai 12 points, 6 in the third quarter. Brooks rifles it down low. Scherer wide open from 3 feet, gets the bounce off the front of the rim. Cole now with 7. That's his first basket of the second half. And it's 46-44 with 4:45 left to go. Cats are going to have to force the issue now defensively. Schweitzer, two screens set at the top. Double team comes with Sharon Pardinger. He lost it into the backcourt. It's an over and back. Franklin-Simpson basketball down by 2 with 4:35 left to go. And in fact, that is how you force the issue. Brooks gets the inbound from McAllister. Now walks it across half court. Schweitzer guarding him. Gives it to McAllister on the left wing. Jameer sets a screen. Free throw line. Jumper. Good. We're tied at 46. Brody into double figures for the 18th time this season. 25th time in his Wildcat career. 4:10 left to go. Schweitzer gets it at half court. Titchener standing to his left. Instead goes right side to Washington. McTire comes to get it up top. Now to Schweitzer on the left wing. Titchener wraps off a screen. Wide open top of the key. Trey rattles off. No. Scherer tips it. McAllister clears it. He'll bring it up as well. Brody steps into the front court. Scherer gets it on the left wing. Now to Brooks in the corner. Thought about a triple instead. Directing traffic, trying to get it to Brody. Can't. Now drives. Beats his man all the way to the rim. Missed a wide open layup. Dudley got it back. His putback good. And the Cats take the lead. 5 points now for Dudley. 48-46. The Wildcat faithful around us. Here in these away bleachers coming to life. Schweitzer wraps it to Ford. Cut off. Kicks to Washington for 3. There's the answer. Jeremiah Washington from deep. And it's 49-48 Logan County. 5th 3 of the night for the Cougars. They're 16-4 this year when they make at least 5. Brooks in the right corner. Checks down low, now goes out to Pardinger. Cross court to Scherer. To McAllister left corner. Checks his options. Drives left, an illegal screen called up top on Brooks. Shielding McTire off of Pardinger. Third on Brooks, second on the Cats. Logan County does not have a foul in this fourth quarter with 2:50 left to go. Leading 49-48 over Franklin-Simpson. What a game it's been. Worthy of being called a title fight. Schweitzer will be the one to walk it across once again. They spread out the floor, and now Ford comes up to set a screen. Double team comes. Pass deflected by Pardinger. Tipped again by Hampton, but it goes to McTire. His runner misses. Brooks fights to rip it away. Now gives it off to McAllister. Cats have it. 2.5 minutes left to go. Bardinger stalls in the front court. McTire waiting for him, breathing heavily. At the three-point line now smiles and comes out to guard him at half court. McAllister sets a screen at the top of the key. Double team comes to Bardinger. Now kicks it out to Scherer. Fakes the left wing three. Pulls, fading from the free throw line all the way around and out. And rebounded by Logan County with 2 minutes left to go. McTire will walk it up. Bardinger swatting at him. McTire gets it into the front court. Now gives it off to Titchener. To Schweitzer, and he'll hold it. Off the drive, Schweitzer barrels into Hampton. They call a block. It's an and one opportunity for Davis Schweitzer. Those can be make or break calls for a team. It sealed the win for Franklin-Simpson on Tuesday with the charge drawn by Cole Scherer in a similar spot. There they get the block on Hampton. His third foul. Logan County leads 51-48 with a free throw on the way for Davis Schweitzer. 1 for 4 he went last quarter, but buries this one and now has 22 points to hit his average. Cougars lead it by 4, 140 left to go. 52-48. Bardinger on the right wing. Up top, McAllister. Need a basket. Coach Spencer asked how many timeouts he's got, and he'll use one here with 1:33 frozen on the clock. 93 seconds away from crowning a 13th District Boys Basketball champion. Logan County leads 52-48. We'll find out the winner together right after this on 92.3 WFK.
My favorite thing about working here is getting to serve the community and help people with their electric and their fiber internet.
We're local, so we live and work right here in Franklin, so taking care of our neighbors isn't just business, it's personal. Fiber means faster, more reliable internet for work, school, and entertainment without lag or buffering.
It's more than power and fiber, it's about peace of mind.
We're not just an electric company, we're neighbors.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust them.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
52-48, Logan County leads Franklin-Simpson. It's Wildcat basketball out of a full timeout from head coach Dee Spencer. What do they have drawn up? Bardinger gives it over to Hampton on the left wing, then gets it right back. Floats it over to Brooks in the right corner. Looks into the zone, now kicks it back out to Bardinger. Back to Brooks, to McAllister. Right elbow, drives through. Runner misses long. Hampton's put back, no, but he was pushed by Ford. And Zay Hampton will go to the line for 2 more free throws. Another game against Logan County, another game where the Wildcats have left more than they'd like to at the line. Just 6 for 13 as a team tonight. And the first of these 2, good from Zay. He's up to 9 points. His second best effort of the season. With 1:17 frozen on the clock. Second is short. Rebound tip, but Ford is up with it for Logan County. 52-49 Cougars, 1:12 left to go. Schweitzer fires it up on the right side to Titchener, now back to McTire. Cats have to trap, and they've only committed 3 fouls as we tick under a minute left to go. Ford to Titchener, drives, wide open layup, good. 54-49 Logan County, 50 seconds left. McAllister floats to Bardinger on the right side. Back up top to Brody. Now gives it over to Hampton on the left wing. He'll fire a 3. Way off the mark and rebounded by Schweitzer with 40 seconds left. Got a pressure and likely need to go ahead and foul. Titchener brings it into the front court, wraps around on the wing. Jakai grabs his arm. They still don't call it. He was trying to foul. Under 30 seconds left to go. And now they finally call one on Hampton with 28.5 on the clock. Washington to inbound, gets it into Ford, knocked out by McAllister with 27.6 left on the clock in this fourth quarter. Cats trailing at 54-49 as Logan County is going to take a full timeout to sort things out on their end. We'll keep it here. The Cougars coming in at 18-10 overall on the season. Back-to-back great years they've had under fourth-year head coach Josh Frick, who won 162 games and 6 district titles in 8 years at Graves County before taking the Logan County job. Made it to the district championship game as the top seed last year at Franklin-Simpson High School before the Wildcats claimed the crown as the 2 seed. FS making it to this game as the 3 seed this year. Regardless, they punched their ticket to the 4th region tournament. But a potential 6th district championship under head coach Dee Spencer slipping away with 27.6 seconds left to go here at Logan County High School. As we get back underway out of the timeout, it is Cougar basketball with an inbound on the near sideline. Washington will be the one to take it. You'll have to take a timeout. Had no options as the seconds were ticking. These two teams have won the last 3 cumulative district championships. The Cougars last winning in 2024 when the Wildcats were the top seed and got knocked out in the first round by Russellville. In terms of numbers, now the Cats have gotten it to a point where Logan County is in the bonus. Washington just a 56% free throw shooter. Makes sense that he's the one inbounding, 2 for 4 for the game. Schweitzer is just 2 for 5 tonight, but he's their best free throw shooter on the season at 71%. Titchener is their best 3-point shooter, but has hardly taken any free throws, just 13 for 21 there this season. All the numbers would point towards Joseph McTire, the talented freshman, just a 48% free throw shooter on the year. Either him or 61% shooter Malik Ford. Neither have attempted a free throw so far tonight. McTire, the only other Cougar in double figures with his 10 beyond the 22, right on his average for Davis Schweitzer. Again, Washington will inbound with 27.6 remaining, 54-49, Logan County leading. Washington just going to lob it up. McAllister had a chance at it, but McTire able to collect it, and they get a foul on McAllister in the process on the jump ball. Brody, the kicker for the Wildcat football team, had to try to play DB. And they get him for a foul going for the loose ball. McTire slow to get up. Coach Spencer doesn't like the call. There wasn't too much there. More of a modern foul that you see with none of the landing space. Well, McTire will go to the line for 2 free throws, a 48% shooter on the year. And now he waves off the official and says he can't shoot. And to come out, and is this a spot where the Cougars will pick the shooter or the Wildcats can pick the shooter? As McTire now lays down on the floor after standing at the line. He said he couldn't take the free throws. And Bernier's their best free throw shooter. He's 18 for 21, and they're going to bring him in to shoot these free throws. I'm not sure how this is a spot where they get to be the team to choose the shooter. But McTire hobbling off, putting no weight on the right ankle. As Silas Bernier, who bursted onto the scene with his 6 points against Franklin-Simpson after only scoring 5 in his first 4 appearances, stands at the line for 2 huge free throws with 26.4 seconds left, with his Cougars leading 54-49. First of these 2 is good. Bernier now 19 for 22 on the season. Second one long, though, and it's 55-49. 2-possession game. Brooks sprints it across. Stops and pops at the top of the key. Missed it long. Rebound chased down by Titchener. It's a break for the Cougars. Titchener will bring it out to the wing. He's fouled with 15.3 on the clock. And the Cougar faithful beginning to feel it. Titchener, who we mentioned, hasn't been at the free throw line much this year. 13 for 21 there, but a great three-point shooter. And he misses the front end, so this one's still open. 55-49 with 15 seconds left to go. Elijah Sells come in for the Cougars as Bernier comes out. Did his job by making one of the two free throws. Titchener will have one more to make this a three-possession game. And the second free throw gets the bounce and falls. McAllister brings it across. He's fouled, just flips one up. Cougars had only had one foul in the quarter, so if they wanted to just run fouls for the rest of the game, they could. It's the third on Washington with 12.4 left to go. Brody gives it into Partinger. 10 seconds left now. Jakai drives, scoops with the right hand, missed long. Rebound tipped out. Washington saves it. Goes right to Brooks. He'll get a free layup. And the Wildcats take a timeout with 2.1 left, trailing at 56-51. Jameer now with 7. The Cats have put up a battle. They trailed at 16-11 after the first quarter, came back to make it a one-point game at halftime. Logan County started to break away in the third quarter. The Cats immediately responded and would eventually tie it up at 40 coming into this final frame, but 16-11. The Cougars have had the edge. That was, again, exactly the mark after the first quarter. And with 2 seconds left to go, that's all that stands between Logan County and a perfect 8-0 run to the 13th District regular season and tournament. Washington will be the one to inbound. Brooks falls down. Washington gets it into Schweitzer. He just floats it up, and this game will come to a close. To the delight of the Cougar faithful here at Logan County High School. For a second straight year, it's the host that walks away with the boys' 13th District Championship. The Cougars redeem their loss from last year at Franklin-Simpson and finish the job this season with a 56-51 win. Going into the region tournament at 19-10 overall, Franklin-Simpson still advancing to that region tournament at 9-15. Awaiting the Wildcats will be one of the other district winners. Warren Central out of the 14th, out of the 15th, Glasgow. And we await to see who will finish it out between Clinton County and Monroe. Once again, your final score here tonight, 56-51. Logan County takes the boys' 13th District Championship. We'll step away, get you all the final numbers from this one, and get everybody set to head to Diddle Arena next week as the Lady Cats get us started on Monday. Post-game show on the way right after this on 92.3 WFKN. Let's do 3 minutes.